Hi, I'm Adrian Bowles, founder of Storm Insights. I recently had a chance to sit down and talk about mobile application security with Milja Gillespie of SAP and Scott Bonnell of Mocana, an SAP business partner. Here are some of the highlights from that discussion.
My name is Milja Gillespie. I'm from the SAP mobile security team, and I'm here today with my partner, Scott Bonnell of Mocana, who have a solution that contributes to our mobile security offering here at SAP.
So one of the big challenges that organizations are facing today is to really capture the value of mobilizing. So they want to take advantage of how they can be more nimble and more competitive and have better service for their customers and for their employees. But it's a daunting challenge to actually efficiently roll out business applications to mobile platform. So working together, we help organizations mobilize, enterprise mobility, drive that with a great user experience, and mobilizing the SAP Business Suite applications, typically via Fiori.
From an applications perspective, we work with customers to take whatever applications they have, whether they're developed by SAP, by the company themselves, through other third parties, and then secure those applications for deployment to their employees, to their partners, to their customers.
Vector, right? I mean, if you think about the difference between a computer and a traditional app and a mobile app, you're not going to leave your computer in a taxi cab, or you don't have pictures of your kids typically on your work computer. But phones and tablets are a completely new vector for us. And the challenge that we face right now is that you and I use our phones every day. So people have become quite enlightened about what they expect from a mobile app. They want it to be like a Facebook experience, a Twitter experience, what have you. So when organizations try to deploy mobile apps, they really have to focus on usability. Right? They really have to make sure that these enlightened users who are used to using mobile apps have that kind of experience on the phone. But the security is paramount because we have customer information and data and so on. So the unique element is you have a very enlightened audience, but you still need to introduce those security controls.
And the interesting thing to add on to that, Scott, is we often talk about niche time is the new mobile paradigm. And what we mean by that is, when you're using a laptop, you would typically be committing to working for a certain amount of time, whether it's an hour, half an hour, 6 hours, whatever. When you're using a mobile device, you want to, while you're in the taxi or waiting in the taxi line or, doing anything, you want to just quickly check your applications, open it up, check it for 30 seconds to maybe 2 minutes. That niche time, that small amount of time needs to be extremely easy. And you need to be able to open the application and just have it work. And so what we're providing is the ability to very quickly and easily open that app, be sure it's connected to all the enterprise systems it needs to be, to make that usability as simple as possible.
So think about what Milja just said. It can't take you 30 seconds to launch your enterprise app. If your total time is going to be 40 seconds, it makes no sense. So those are some of the usability concerns we have to deal with.
Well, historically, when we talk about mobile security, it's always been about managing at the device level with mobile device management. That's really evolved as kind of use cases for mobile have evolved. You're not necessarily only having employees of an enterprise accessing, information via their device. You're having the extended ecosystem of partners and others, and you may only want to secure one individual app that you want to give to that partner. So that's kind of the shift we've seen and the new technologies we've brought in to address application level security.
And I think fundamentally, we don't trust the device anymore, right? You don't trust the device because of BYOD and the extended enterprise and who's coming in. You don't trust the device, so you don't secure the device, you secure the app. And that's the kind of big difference. Mm-hmm. So what about, usability? Obviously, usability is key to kind of driving usage. What are we doing about usability?
There's a good balance between usability and security. Everyone wants the most, easy user experience possible, but often security gets in the way. It's a roadblock.
Right.
And what we need to do is find that balance between, again, securing at the app level and securing in ways that are almost invisible to the end user and making sure they have a very positive experience.
It's like the airport experience.
Right.
So when I go to an airport now, I don't have to take everything out of my bag like I used to walk through security. It's not because it's less secure. It's because there are transparent security checks in place. Exactly. And that's the same thing on the mobile app side. And I think from a technology perspective, it's very important to think about how we're collapsing authentication. You don't have to authenticate to a VPN and to open a container to get to your mobile app and then authenticate to the app. We've collapsed that down, so it's a tap and go access for the mobile app, which I think is really important.
And probably one last comment to add to that is doing all of this in the cloud.
Right.
Obviously, SAP is moving towards the cloud. Everyone in the industry is moving toward the cloud, and being able to offer these mobile security technologies very easily through the cloud is an important user requirement as well.
Exactly.